Hi, everyone. Today, let's talk about three stocks that raised their dividend during this pandemic. I'll do a quick update of my portfolio, and then we'll talk about the stocks that raised their dividend. As always, there will be some jelly at the end, which is something I enjoyed outside of the markets. If you have big dreams like buying the Pagani Huayra, go ahead and like and subscribe. It has these sweet gull wings. It has a twin turbo V12 and 720 horsepower. Its interior is modeled after an aircraft. There is one currently on sale for $2.5 million. To keep your dreams at the front of your mind, like and subscribe. Welcome to the Portfolio Bulletin. Let's get started. All right, let's start with a little update to my portfolio. It's worth around $1,000 more than it was during my last update. Some of that is money that I deposited as well as some market gains. As you can see here, I'm only down 1.75%, which is pretty good. Pretty soon I will be up on this portfolio. And the goal here is really to retire early, which is why this portfolio is called Retire. If you're interested in looking at the entire portfolio, I will link that video in the description. You can see here I have a deposit pending. And overall, I have a couple of sections that are in the green, a couple of sections that are in the red. In terms of updates to this portfolio, I did add Federal Realty Investment Trust. This is not one of the companies that I plan to talk about today. However, I do feel that it is currently undervalued, and it is currently down 38% on the year. And then you can see here, I do own some Medtronic, which is one of the companies I will be talking about. I also own some Clorox, as you can see here. And lastly, we have Northrop Grumman, which I don't currently own any of, but I am currently looking at adding it to the portfolio. Here you can see my current pending transactions, buying some ETFs, buying some Disney. Disney's really been beaten down by this pandemic, but I do see them recovering within my time horizon, which is several years from now. Costco has been doing well. All the credit cards, they tend to do well. AT&T, I did a video on them, which I will link in the description. They are a great dividend stock right now. Lockheed Martin, I already mentioned. Some defensive stocks. Medtronic, again, another company that I'm going to talk about. 3M, another great dividend company. And then Comcast, Caterpillar, Amazon. So that's everything I'm buying right now. And let's get into the stocks that have raised their dividend in this pandemic. So this article talks about some of the companies that raised their dividend this week. There were a couple of companies that did cut their dividends. You can see here Ross Stores, Halliburton, and Foot Locker. And then you can see here the companies that raised their dividend are Medtronic, Clorox, Chubb. I don't own any Chubb, but maybe I'll look into that company. And then Northrop Grumman. They all declared dividend increases. Thursday, Medtronic has declared a quarterly dividend of 58 cents per share, which is a 7% increase. And that equates to an annual dividend of $2.32 per share, which is up from $2.16 per share. Medtronic is what you would expect. They are a medical electronic company, so they produce products that are used in hospitals. They are currently working on ventilators for the cough situation. And here you can see a list of some of their products. They're all medically related, and they are used in hospitals. I don't really know what most of these are, but I'm sure they're expensive, and it allows them to pay their dividend. And I'm sure these products have saved many lives since their invention. To briefly go over the Morningstar report for Medtronic, the last price was $98.08, and they say the fair value is $118 per share. So they agree that there is some upside potential for Medtronic. Looking at the predictions, their midpoint prediction for the end of 2021 is somewhere around $128 per share, which would be above their 52-week high. Next on the list is Clorox. On May 20th, they announced they will be boosting their quarterly disbursement by nearly 5% to $1.11 from $1.06. The stock, which yields 2.2%, has returned nearly 30% this year. So Clorox has grown quite a bit, as well as paying a very strong dividend. So everybody knows Clorox, but let's go over them a little bit. They are a cleaning company. They make lots of different products for cleaning your home, laundry, cleaning floors, all kinds of stuff. So let's quickly scroll through. You can see all the different categories: all-purpose cleaners, bleaches, bleach-free products, deodorizers, laundry, pets, sanitizing, scented, and stain removers. So based on this list of different kinds of products, you can see that all of these things are products that people are going to need, whether there's a depression, recession, or anything. Especially right now during the pandemic, people are trying to get these products so that they can clean their homes and clean their work areas at rates even higher than before. So this company is definitely a very strong defensive stock, and it is going to be able to weather most storms. Going over the Morningstar report for Clorox, says here last price was $199.27, and that they estimate the fair value to be about $149. So in this case, Clorox is actually overvalued based on the Morningstar reports. However, they are still yielding over a 2% dividend, so that's still a pretty good starting dividend for a company that is as safe and defensive as Clorox. In terms of predictions, they're estimating somewhere around a $200 value at the end of 2021, which would indicate that they expect the stock to be flat for a little bit more than the next year. Last on the list is Northrop Grumman. This is a tech company. They focus mostly on aviation and government contracts. Let's take a look at some of their different products. So this is their air section. Here it talks about their B-2 production, the B-21 that they're currently working on. This is an unmanned aerial drone that they make for the Air Force on autonomous systems and some manned aircraft. Next is their cyber program. It says here their unified platform combines full spectrum intelligence, and their cyber mission is continuously evolving to various threats. Next is land. They make a wide variety of land products. It says here they make precise weaponry, various types of artillery, medium caliber weapon systems, as well as main battle tanks. Next is C. It says here they make a bridge system for naval ships, as well as naval electronic warfare systems. Here's what that bridge system looks like. And here's one of their underwater submersibles. Their last category is space. It says here Northrop Grumman has been in the space industry for 60 years, and they focus on missile defense as well as global tracking systems and warning systems. Moving on to the Northrop Grumman Morningstar report, it says here last price was $328 per share and that the fair value is $331. So there's not a lot of upside in terms of estimated fair value, but they did just increase their dividend, which does have potential to increase share price. Despite that, they are still predicting some growth with an estimated share price of $376 at the end of 2021. So this stock has a little bit more potential for growth, even though it's fairly valued. So to summarize, Medtronic is currently the most undervalued, as well as having a strong dividend. Clorox is the most overvalued, but still has a strong dividend. And lastly, Northrop is right in the middle with some potential for growth and a medium dividend. Definitely comment down below what you thought of this video, and if you found this video useful or informative in any way, go ahead and like and subscribe. Of course, this is not financial advice, and please consult your own financial advisor before making any decisions with your own money. And with that, let's get to the jelly. So today's jelly is Colin Furze shooting 1,000 rockets at another 1,000 rockets. So this guy's a pretty creative inventor kind of guy. He makes all kinds of weird things. And for his 7 million subscriber celebration, he decided to launch a bunch of fireworks at a bunch of other fireworks, and it turned out looking pretty cool, actually. So here's what that looks like.
Our party needs to be before tonight, basically. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to send one off and then see if we need to move it. Simples. Here we go. The box, shot off the back here. I think I need to hold the box down. Now. Take two. Let's see if this works. We've clamped it down. Get out of the way, Colin. distance, right, the trajectory should more or less just drop on the floor. Let's just do that. That's fine. Right, how awesome's that look? Let's get the other one loaded up, get them on the runway. Right, so Rick and Tom, you're lighting this, yeah? So let's see if you can do this in sequence.
We're listening for Colin. You shout, ready?
Right, you ready, Tom and Rick? Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Oh, yeah. 1,000 rockets versus 1,000 rockets. In 3, 2, 1, fire!
So as you can see, he's a pretty kooky character, and he was able to put together a pretty awesome fireworks show. If you want to watch the full video, I will link it in the description, and definitely comment down below what you think of how they manufactured this celebration.